So now here's another example of right hand chording, and hopefully some reasoning behind why I'm looking forward to learning this style of thinking. So I know that's my C chord because I've got these two hands linked together. So I also know that that's my E minor chord in the next position up from the ones that I was playing the melodeon. That's one, and that's the other one. So I can play C minor to E minor in that pattern, but I'm going to leave a note out of this. So instead of playing a 3-note chord, I'll play just the 2 notes. To E minor, but just the 2 notes. Then to F, but it's just the 2 notes. It's the same 2 buttons. And then I'm going to do the G on the pull actually. So just 2 notes. To E minor. And this time I'm going to take a lower version of the F. G, so that's 2 chords per that bar, and back to C. So the reason I want 2 chords is that I want to leave a finger free to do something else. So I could play, because it's a very delicate piece, for the 5/4 waltz by Remi Geffroy, Elle, I could just play without basses even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As other accompaniments come in, you could add the bass parts, but eventually that little finger or that extra finger could play a pedal G. This is part of the C chord. It's also part of the E minor chord. I'm going to put it in as an F2 chord now. So it's still got the G, that's the F and C I was playing earlier. Just release it for a second, put it back in. So it's part of the C chord, part of the E minor chord. It's not part of the F chord, but I'm putting it in as part of the F chord. And it is part of the G chord. So the whole of that pattern with the extra G. And then I'm getting rid of the G. Just as a bit of light relief. Second time I'd leave it out. So that becomes very versatile. The first time through is a delicate little accompaniment. You can add the bass. And when the time's right, so that would be the first half. The second half I'd probably play the rhythm of the melody. Just a C major chord that we've practiced in the exercises. And then the F2 chord that we used earlier, but now in the same rhythm as the B section. Back to the C. It's always nice to break away from those. So that's my A at the top of my F major chord. So that's my F chord. Could be that position, but we've also learnt it in that position. But it's nice to break away from the chords. So you could have them just over a bare chord. break away from the chord. Back to the chord of A minor. E minor. And then just to break away from the chord. So it's an F major 7th chord, but so start with 2 notes, put a passing note in, fill out the chord. Start with 2 notes, passing note, and the 3rd note. So it just breaks away, so it's not all just chugging on the same chord. So the second section would be, if you want a bass note in, and break away from the chord. Break away with some passing notes. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to do more and more quickly because I know where the notes are. Thanks.